To go back a ways to about 1951, we were putting the show together, and Jimmy Nichols and Tony Romeo had come to see me about the thing, and I remember that night that one of the things they said was, here we are pretty ready to put the show on, we don't have anything about the Seaway, and that's the most important topic in Massena. So that night I couldn't get it out of my mind, and one of those lucky things, I wrote the darn thing in about an hour. You know, when sometimes something good will hit you, and that's the way it goes. And you have to understand the attitude of the people in those days. We had heard about the Seaway all the time, and they're going to pass it. And they put a bill in Congress every time Congress met, and something would happen that never passed. And so we got to the point where we felt that we were never going to see the Seaway, see? But this is, so I wrote this number and I called it When the Seaway Goes Through. And to say that it was the hit of the show was putting it mildly, because this thing was really went over good. It was timely. I got to put my glasses on because I won't be able to see this. When the Seaway Goes Through. Way back in 1893, my pappy sat on his pappy's knee, and his pappy said, "Now look here, son, things around here are going to hum. I heard news today that'll make you quiver. They're going to build a Seaway in the St. Lawrence River. Now you'll see things you never saw before, big ships passing right by our door, and we'll all have electric power galore. When the Seaway goes through, it will do a lot for you. You'll be rolling in clover when the Seaway goes through." Way back in 1923, my pappy took me upon his knee, and my pappy said, "Now look here, boy, I heard something today that brought me joy. They were saying down at the pool room today that at last they're going to build the St. Lawrence Seaway. Now things will boom soon as they begin. You can take my word, just as sure as sin, we'll all be in money right up to our chin. When the Seaway goes through, it will do a lot for you. You'll be rolling in clover when the Seaway goes through." Now my pappy in his talk to me said this is the biggest thing you'll see. It'll make changes that will hit us all. Massena will win the championship in basketball. There'll be wider streets and a covered rink, a swimming pool, new gym, all the ladies in mink, neon lights, and a lot of free beer. Massena will be bigger, so I hear. Everything's bound to get into high gear. When the Seaway goes through, it will do a lot for you. You'll be rolling in clover when the Seaway goes through. Now last night my son sat on my knee, and I said, "Now son, you listen to me. In this Seaway business, take no stock. I can tell you, it's just a crock. If you live to be 103, the old St. Lawrence Seaway you're never going to see. So just remember the things I told, and on that stuff, don't ever be sold, because I know for sure you will be mighty old. When the Seaway goes through, it will do a lot for you. You'll be rolling in clover when the Seaway goes through."